Welcome to the other side of normal, where strange stories, unexplained experiences, and curious minds meet. I'm Nacho. Here, the questions matter more than the answers. This is the other side of normal. Okay, welcome to the other side of normal. Today for Sunday Funday, I've got my very good friend Tommy Gill, who is a paranormal investigator, and he runs the Great Kreitz Octagon House in Circleville, Ohio. We have been there 4 times so far, and we're headed back again here really soon. So, Tommy, thank you first of all for taking time out of your busy schedule. I know you've got a busy job. You do all kinds of other things, and we'll get into all that. But I appreciate you taking some time out and hanging out with me for this because this is a big deal to me. I like talking about the Octagon House, and every chance I get, I tell somebody about the Octagon. Hey, Josh Ford, you're on. My sister Donna's on. We'll be picking up people as we go. But Tommy, thank you for spending your afternoon hanging out with me.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, like I said, working a full time job, taking care of the Octagon, keeping the team together, trying to get bookings together for us as well, different locations. Creating events and things for the Octagon to help raise money for it. It's been a very, very busy schedule, and you know, getting through personal life stuff too as well. It's been tough.
Yep, it's always tough, and anytime that we can squeeze a little fun into it, I'm up for it. So let me get this out of
Yeah,
the way by saying May 8th, Verona Ghost is coming to the Octagon. We're bringing some friends of ours from Steel City Paranormal Society. They have never been. Um, and I just told them, I said, hold on to your hats, have your cameras always ready, because when you walk into the Octagon, it's not if it's going to happen. It's really that it's going to happen, and you better always be prepared.
well, you're not just doing May 8th. Um, a couple members of my team and myself will be joining you for May 9th as well. So if you and Deb wants to hang out for another day, we'll join you. So if your team has
All
to
right.
go back, we got you for May 9th as well.
Well, then I am in. I am totally in. Um, Mark is
That
coming
that was
with
a
us.
discussion we just had at the meeting, and members had
That's awesome.
my team members had discussed it and said, you know what, we love them. They wanted a 2 night, but we understand, members of the team couldn't stay for 2 nights. So bring your tents, bring your stuff like you did last year. Let's just hang out, do a good cookout or something and enjoy the second night. Um, Several members already stated they're going to be there as well. So I think there's
That is
5 or 6 of
awesome.
us is going to be there with you and Deb and whoever else. Um, we'll make the night worthwhile.
Well, I'm going to get Mark is coming with us, and I had mentioned to him earlier that we were talking about a second night. So I'm definitely going to try to get Mark to get in there on us with the second night. But if he can't, that's okay. We can. I mean, I don't have anything else planned. Yeah, my time at the Octagon is what I look forward to, and I appreciate the heck out of that. So, and I'm sure Deborah does as well. Going upstairs to turn up the volume. So we're staying an extra night at the Octagon. Awesome. To investigate with Tommy and his crew. So she's on, but she can't
You know we
listen.
love. Yeah,
She
no,
can't
you
listen
you
while
know we
she's in
love
here.
you
She's
and
upstairs.
yeah, we love you and you know whatever we can do to make it a experience of a lifetime is what I'm all about. The more memories we can make, um, especially with the people that we're the closest to, and you guys have been awesome. So, I mean, like I said, working with a lot of other things as well, not only just the paranormal side of things, but the building itself. Trying to get the first big, huge project started. Looks like it's going to happen this year, for sure.
I do not
So
know what's going off my camera. It's zooming in and out on me. I'm touching
I
nothing.
noticed that.
And
I
I
noticed
don't know
that.
what the hell's
That's
going on.
yeah. I've never done a podcast, so I don't know, how this works out. Like I said, with the situations last year with the family and everything, it's been a lot on my plate trying to figure things out, and podcasting and being live on Facebook has been on the back burner for a bit.
Now I screwed the pooch here.
Yeah, pure
Holy
camera
crap.
now.
What is going on?
It don't
My
like me.
camera's completely dark. I don't like, well, I mean, I keep saying I don't want anybody even to see my face, so that's fine. But uh, so if anybody gets seasick from it zooming in on, oh yeah, and I do have my two haunted dolls up here. Um, I'll turn their cat balls on, maybe. Oh, that cat ball no longer works. This one works. She likes to play with hers. This one must be dead. Um, but yeah, they are always messing with stuff. So Katie told me I need to get it together. Katie, the more you get to know me, you'll know that I never have it together. I am just here because I exist, and
She's
it
at
is
work.
what
She
it
should be
is.
working.
Yeah, why is she on the internet? She should be out there doing something, right?
Well, she's working. She's at the store. The store she runs and manages, and a lot of stuff's been going on with her with transferring stores and everything. It's been stressful, and keeping her on her toes, keeping her positive has been a battle. But you only can do so much with hard head, stubborn people.
Right, right. So let's talk a little bit about you. I got some pictures of you here at the Octagon, of
Cool.
course. And so tell us a little bit about you and what you do and what drew you to the Octagon. And she said, Tommy, shut up, LOL. Um, how did you get into the Octagon? What drew you into it, and maybe plans for the future?
Well, 2019 is what changed my life. Experiences I've never encountered since I was little, and the death of my brother, I think, really flipped me in 2019 to get into the paranormal side of things. Um, the experiences I got from his death. Um, so um, the Octagon. I mean, I originally started at Fairfield County Infirmary, helping Adam Kimball out. Took care of the property, mowed it, volunteered my time. Um, in all due respect, I love that man. He's got the utmost respect. Um, even though we have had our issues, but then I got involved with the Octagon. Um, they contacted me. Their mower screwed up. They couldn't get the grass mowed. It's been closed up for so many years. Didn't have anything going on. No projects was getting done. Um, so I came over, volunteered with my equipment, and first couple mows, it took me 12, 16 hours to get it mowed because it was so high, so thick. Um, and it didn't bother me none because it's the history, it's the historical side of things that really caught my attention. And being the second oldest in all of Circleville history, it deserved that attention. It deserved that, love and respect. Um, and after my brother's death, I've just figured, you know, why dwell and grieve over his death when I could take the negative side of his death and turn it into a positive thing? Um, give back to the community, show people that this house was meaning something. And then digging up the history, digging up those that used to live there, used to reside there, especially and a very incredible, an amazing individual that I keep in touch with. She lived there 25 years of her life. That was her childhood home. Um, and made that promise that before she leaves us, I'm going to get something done at that octagon. And I've been fighting since to get something done. And battling with the state finally released funds to kind of help us restore it. So we're, like I said, we're going to start this roof project this year. It's just a matter of getting the schedule set right, um, and getting it done. I should be meeting with the contractors soon to get that project started. They're going to use scaffolding around it, kind of help it, and start with that roof and the masonry work. So they're going to be doing a lot of brick work with the chimneys and around the building to, you know, fix it. I mean, a lot of the house was moved. So,
Yeah.
you know, we had to save it from Walmart because Walmart took its land. So um, they have to fix some of the structure side of the brickwork where they picked it up and moved it. So um, a lot of other stuff coming along. I got some mini projects I want to do myself. I've done a lot already to the Octagon, volunteered it. Um, I still got raccoons coming in and out. It's driving me crazy. Um, I now know how they're getting in and how they're getting out. It's just a matter of getting some more material, plywood, things like that. Um, and financially, it's been tough, but I'm gonna seal those up. I've got to save this building. They're just tearing this building up. So um, that's what it's about. So I got involved and put together Finding Paranormal, our team, and you know, Donna, I know she's watching. Um, you know, she's making our shirts as we speak. So I think she was starting to print those this morning, and I can't wait to see them. Um, Finally, we get a set as a team and can represent and be inside that octagon. And our first tours is next weekend, guys, Saturday night of 2026. And
That's awesome.
we expanded it this year. We had an additional month before and after, um, financially, so we could pay the bills. I mean,
Yeah.
you got the electric, you got the internet, you got the insurance, you got the trust fund, the loans, everything that we've been fighting to get all this paid down. And our electric bill currently is way up, and we're fighting with it. We might lose electricity here soon, but um, like we always do, we'll find a way out.
So when they moved the octagon, I've been there and I know how far it was, but talk to us about how far it was and what went into the plans of moving this and how did they do it and just kind of tell us about all this. It's really
Well,
fascinating.
um, I think visually, people seeing exactly where it's sat to where it's sitting now. The original location of the octagon used to set right up at 23, where Walmart is currently sitting. So if you walk into the Walmart in Circleville and you walk in the far left back corner where the frozen food freezers are and where the dairy department is, that was the original center of the home. Um, so Mary Virginia Kreitz was a daughter of the original Kreitz family, and before she passed away, she sold out the land from underneath the home, and we had to move it to keep them from tearing the house down. So we had to move it. I can't remember exactly the footage or yards they moved it from. Bringing up the map and physically seeing it on the map, especially Google Earth. If you pulled up Google Earth and you go to Circleville, where Walmart's currently sitting, and you pull the timeline back to 1994, it shows you exactly where the house was sitting. It's incredible, but it sat on 160 acres. It's now sitting on. Look at that, JC. Um, I love her to death, man. She's one of my best individuals that's been helping me at the Octagon. But anyways, it used to sit on 160 acres. It's sitting on its last remaining 1.8. So all that land is gone. Um, and if it was marked historical before it was moved, it would be landlocked. And
Yeah.
but it wasn't, and that was before my time. So
Yeah.
you know, it's been through a lot through the years. It's been through the Civil War. It's had 4 tunnels that fed underneath to the octagon. There is a 6 foot cavity that we believe houses slaves. Um, but as well as a lot of people know, documents on the Underground Railroad, you ain't gonna find them.
Nope.
Um,
Nope.
a lot of documents you're not gonna find. So on our YouTube channel is the walkthrough with my mentor, truly incredible, licensed certified psychic medium, Reiki master, um, Christy London. She came out, did the walk through the octagon, and everything she got that's on that video, 90% of it, I got documents on it. So
Awesome.
the 10%, I don't because there is no documents. Um, no matter how far I dig it, you're not going to find it. Underground
Well,
railroads,
and
things like that.
yeah, I mean, there's no documentation really of it, and nobody thought back then, oh, we need to document for the future. Now we documented everything for the future, but back then they were living literally in the moment, right? I mean, we
Right.
didn't think about 20 years, 50 years, 150 years down the road.
Yeah. So, I mean, and I'm still fighting with a lot of history. And again, it's about saving and preserving that building. That's what it's about. And because once I'm long and gone, and you're long and gone, our younger generation can carry that, and they can keep going. Um, but if you, like I said, if you watch the walkthrough, I'm telling you, Josh Ford just commented it. It will blow your mind. It will take you to levels you never imagined. Um, it took me a full year to get the edits correct, to get that video put together, and I didn't do any adjustments and changes to it. We even had some activity in broad daylight of all times, which is on the video. And, you know, but you better have some time because it's about 2 hours long. So, because I didn't cut anything out, I just flip flop video feeds, different angles, try to use one audio during the whole time. And the other thing is the weirdest thing after I did the edits, if I pull up the video right here on my computer, I got audio throughout the entire feed. But every time I uploaded that on YouTube, which was multiple times, there's a section in it where the audio is gone. Um, and I don't know why, but I took it down, re-uploaded it. That same section's gone. Brought it down, put it back up. Same section's gone. Now that's a good shot for my drone. That was a good shot for
I,
my
I've
my.
I have some of these are my pictures, some of these are your pictures, some of these are internet pictures. Um,
Yep.
but I put it together this morning. I'm
I,
like,
I
there
my
are
drone
some great
shot my
pictures.
drone shots were just out of this world. Um, and with that be a note, speaking of drone, um, now done 2 years in a row for the city of Circleville, their first responders video, um, where I'm aerial footage of 50 plus cruisers, police, fire, you name it. They drive around the city during Christmas to bring Christmas joy home to those that can't make it home in time for Christmas. Senior citizen homes, hospitals, rehab centers, things like that. So that's been grabbing a lot of attention. Um, that's amazing. That photo right there, Nacho was a storm was coming towards us, and I happened to get the drone up just in time to get that shot. Um, but if you look in the far back right corner, you can see the storm, how it was coming with the
Yeah,
blankets of rain. That really brings that photo out.
yeah. That's one of
So
the best photos I've ever seen of the place.
yeah, I mean that's every bit almost 300 feet in the air. So um, that's a good shot down towards the ground. Um,
I love this one because when I tell people that the octagon is in the middle of the cornfield, they kind of laugh at me, and I'm like, it is in the middle of a cornfield.
yeah, I mean, you got the crops going on the one side. It comes around. I mean, it's not directly in the middle because we got access to it now, but um,
Yeah.
I mowed that whole 1.8 acres, and you know, try to keep it clean, try to keep it opened. So when they come around, they can see the full building. Um, so yeah, it's just, and with the help of my supporters, Katie, JC, Joe, Kelly, my wife and kids, Jamie, um, we keep that place clean. We keep it going. Um, and man, it's my dreams to restore this building. I'm putting everything I got in it. Um, you know, I don't care about the reputation I'm getting and where it's taking me. It's about that building, and I'm going to keep fighting for it.
I'm going to tell you that the first time I went there, I knew nothing about the house. I knew nothing about you. A mutual friend of ours, Mike Mowry, said, "Hey, you got to come check this place out. It's really cool." So we go. I get to meet you, and again, immediate connection with you. I felt like I've known you my entire life. I mean, we really clicked, and then I saw your passion for this house, and it's to me, it's unlike any other passion I've witnessed. You and this house are one. I mean, it is just it's really hard to explain, but you are the heartbeat of that house. And that's what really drew me there, that drew me back. We had the first investigation, we had a great investigation. A lot of things happened. There was a lot of activity, and the house kept calling to me. But your passion for it is like is unmatched. And I'm driven that I think about the octagon and people that come on my podcast, everybody I've said to them, if you don't know about the octagon, you're missing out and you need to check it out. It is easily my favorite place. I've been to a lot of places lately and I said, wow, I really love this place. But the octagon, again, this will be our fifth trip there. We've had an overnight before. We're going to have an overnight again. But I'm drawn to the place, and it's just it's an unreal experience when you walk in that house. Um, I think that first of all, was there like 50 octagon houses left in the U.S.?
Yeah, there are 50 that's registered as a historical landmark. Out of 50, this is the only different one. And the reason is that photo right there with the staircasing, that's the center of the house. All of them that's registered is squared in the center architecturally. This octagon is octagonal all the way around. And this octagon in the entire state of Ohio, it has the last remaining freestanding 26 steps per staircasing that are still standing freely. But it's very weak
That's
because it was moved. That's one of the things that they're going to focus on quite a bit is strengthen that up because all due respect, it's not just about the paranormal. What if I have a wedding and the bride comes down
it's
my
about the
staircase?
house. Yeah,
I mean, it'd be truly amazing. I've had, um, music artists contacting me about using the building as their background props for their videos. I've had 5 different country music artists that wants to come out and walk it and take a tour of it. And it's that home, and it says it right there. That home draws people in it. It brings people back. There's something about that home that grabs people's hearts and souls because the spirits it's in there. I truly believe after multiple investigations, multiple researching, it's good spirits. There are positive individuals that, reside there at some point, and they know good people when they come in there, and they know bad people when they come in there. So they always reach out to the good ones, say, "Hey, I liked you. You need to come back," and it draws you back in. You know, and
it does.
I've had a lot of teams that literally shows up every year. They book the octagon every year, and I tell everybody, sometimes you come to this building, book 2 nights. Don't book one, book two. Because the first night you might not get nothing because the spirits need to get used to you. They need to get familiar with who you are and what you do. The second night is when it's going to blow up and you're going to get attention you've never ever expected. So we do have a couple that seems a little negative, but they're not negative. That's just their nature. That's when we look back at their history and the way they were when they were alive, that's who they was. They're strong. They
Yep.
want things a certain way. And they have that expectation that they expect you to follow their rules and the way they want it to be. So
Yep.
it's different and unique than a lot of other locations that I personally been to. Um, Moonsville Tunnel was one of the creepiest places I've ever investigated, and I got that full body operation photo in broad daylight, and it blew my mind. It did, and it's not about making people to believe things. It's about seeing is believing. And when people
Yeah.
come out to the octagon, even during flashlight tours, being able to see their faces when they walk out and realize they experienced something they've never experienced, seeing that smile on their face is what makes me feel good about it because it tells me I'm doing
Yep.
something right. So you're not the only team that's drawn back to the octagon. Hey, Daphne, I hope you're
Oh,
doing good. I know
for
you've been
sure.
through a lot. I hope Daphne's doing better. She's been through a lot. Um, and she's one of my teammates, truly an amazing woman. She actually married me and Jamie in that octagon. So, um,
That's awesome.
yeah. But anyway, so I'm telling you, a lot of changes are coming now that I became the president of the organization that owns it. Um, 90% of my team were there all the time. We do what we can for that building. That's what it's about, the building. Um, I've created some more events this year. The car show looks like it's going to blow up this year. It's going to be bigger than last year's. Last year, don't get me wrong, last year was big. We were surprised, last minute decisions, last minute adjustments. Um, we had 30 classic cars show up last year. Um, this year, we have a sponsor. Shout out to Tony at
That was it.
Motorhead Misfits. Um, he's going to sponsor us this year. Um, an amazing dude, you know, incredible. He's donating trophies for the show. Um, at the bottom of that flyer is the email address, same email address that where people want to book, they can book for privates. But the car show, I just got this strong feeling. You know, when you get that gut feeling something's going to be right and it's going to be big. And I've always been told to follow my gut. So
Yep.
I got this gut feeling this car show is going to be one of the biggest events we've ever had. Having classic cars wrapped around an old classic historical building, the attention it grabs, it's
Yes.
it's out of this world. So, but
Yes.
yeah, JC just alliterated it. JC and Katie, they're my social media people. So the post, everything they do, um, right there is a schedule for the flashlight tours, our trunk or treat and car show. We decided to do as a double whammy. So you'll have the trunk or treat. That's where cars come out, put candy in their trunks. Kids could come out, trick or treat right there on the property. And then shortly after that, we're doing the flashlight tours. So car show, same thing. 10 a.m. to 5, car shows. Shortly after the car show, it will be flashlight tours. Um, then I'm hoping and praying the reason I came on this podcast, maybe some paranormal teams can see this. You guys noticed July 17th? That is the Octacon, the big event that just like Adam Kimball does at Fairfield County Infirmary, Madison Seminary, and ISS. I want to try that this year for the first time at the Octagon. I want paranormal teams to come out, set their booths up, um, donate baskets that we can raffle off, things like that. Terry Longhorn Dolls. I'm gonna try to get a hold of her to see if we can get a creepy doll made. Um, that would be amazing. Um, so I'm hoping we can get the Octagon up off the ground. I know the first couple years is going to be hectic. It might not be big. We might not have a big turnout, but the Octagon basically is not only to help raise money for the building, but it's for a good cause. And Nacho, it's personal to me. Um, it's to kind of help us find a cure for cancer. Um,
Mhm.
dedicate to my brother Bobby. You know, it's for him. And my aunt's going through it. My brother went through it. My grandmother died from it. Um, a lot of family members, a lot of really close friends has gone through it and still battling it. Um,
Yeah.
Lori over at Wildwood Cemetery. I mean, an amazing woman, man. I love her to death. And yeah, that's why we want to do the Octagon, is to help try to find a cure for cancer.
And find a cure for the octagon itself, right? I
Yeah,
mean, it's a two in
save
one,
it,
right?
preserve it.
We're good. We want to we got to fix as much as we can. Um, and I'll tell you that your brother loved that house every bit as much as you do. And when you go there, you're bound to run across your brother when you're doing an investigation. I mean,
He's
we did
come
a birthday
across,
party for him there, and there is no doubt in my mind that your brother, and I had never met your brother, but I feel like I met your brother when I just by being there.
and the thing is, he's never seen the Octagon, never been in it. Um, and the weirdest thing is, Teams has done S's method in there. He's come through the S's method. He's made his appearance. He's shown it because I'm there. Because what I've done for that building, I believe he's there to help me, keep me strong, keep me
Yep,
positive, keep me going. Even though I've hit rock bottom several times from a lot of personal things, you know, he's been the one. I could go to this Octagon all alone and sit in that building and be able to just release and let go. Um, so that's what it's about. It's mentally, I personally have been through so much, especially since last year. You know, it's it's changed my life in ways I've never imagined. Um, you know, Sometimes we have to take 10 steps back in order to take 2 steps forward. And that was one of the decisions I had to
absolutely.
make last year that I didn't want to make, but I had no choice but to make. Because it's what's best for not only me, but for my wife and kids. Um, you guys know, pretty, personal and deep, but um, we had to do what we had to do. And
Yep,
yesterday,
that's
yesterday showed it because it was the first step forward after taking the 10 steps backwards. And you seen the
yep,
photo today. I'm excited. I finally got my self independence back. It's been months, but I knew I had to make sure my kids were good, my wife's good, we got a roof, the more important things. And now I could keep
yep,
going forward and not have to look back and try to
yep,
live from the past and grieve over stuff that I have no control over. I need to take the negative, turn it into a positive, and keep going. Um,
yep.
and like I said, if things fall in place, I'm gonna let the cards play themselves out. You know, I'm hoping that me and Mr. Kimball can work our differences out and build that business relationship where it used to be.
Yep.
If it don't happen, it doesn't happen. I'm not going to force it. Um, but I get it. I understand,
Yeah.
and
Well, and
you
I
know,
see a lot in
we're
you
both in it.
that I see the same thing in you that I see in Adam is where you guys are some paranormal, but you're in it for the history. You're in it for walk off of paranormal. Um, it's so much deeper than, oh, a couple people coming to check out to see what kind of spirits are in the house. And so many people are in this to only make money and put in their pocket and run off at the end of the day. People like you guys want to see these places and their history survive. And I think that's a huge part of what the paranormal needs to be focused on, rather than, I don't want to say this in the wrong way to offend some of these paranormal teams, but what we deal with is, we deal in history, we deal in spirits, and those are the things that we need to keep alive and we need to keep going. Um, it's not about making money. It's not about this or that. It's really about the history and the memories of those spirits that are there. And there are so few of you that do this for that reason. That's what draws me to people like you. You want the best for this
Yeah,
facility. You want the history to go on, and that's, frankly, without people like that, we're going to see these places. Look at Penhurst. Penhurst is going away because somebody decided, well, we don't care
yeah,
about history. We're going to build a data center there. What?
yeah. You
What?
know, again, it's not about me. It's not about my family. It's not about my team. It's not about the organization. It's about that building. It's about saving and preserving that building for our history so our younger generation can physically see the history. They can walk through that octagon. They can witness, you know, everything that transpired. It went through the Civil War. One of our ex presidents was in that house, but he was a general during
Right?
the Civil War. We have documents of that. USS Grant, he was in that building physically. We have documents on that. We have proof to show it. Um, a lot of other things that's been going deeper and deeper, and if you watch the walkthrough video, I want to, push that because I'm telling you, that video by itself, yeah, it's 2 hours long, but that video tells you everything, almost 99.9% of everything about that octagon. I'm serious, top notch. It's, you have to go to my YouTube page, but, I don't even know if I sent you that link to come think of it. But um, yeah, I worked very hard for that video, and I do all of our editing. I'm working on our post down investigation. I've been fighting with that. It's been a struggle and a battle, but it's coming along. Premiere Pro keeps updating, and it kind of screws up everything, and I got to start almost from scratch again. But um, the time frame that I have every day, I put 60 hours in 4 days for my full time job, and then I spend the time at the Octagon on the weekends to do whatever I can. Yeah. So um, thanks for that comment. Like I said, it's not about me. It's not about my family. It's not about my team. Um, um, so it's about the Octagon, and there's just something about that building. It's haven't figured out
It
exactly
speaks
what
to you.
yet, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's been
But
tough,
it's really,
and
it's a building that speaks to you. When you walk up to it, you see it. Oh, it's an old rundown building, but then you walk into it. You walk into the heart of that building, and it consumes you. It talks to you. It just becomes
it
part
wrapped
of
his
you.
arms
And
around.
I can tell you that from the first time I went in there. It just, if for anybody that's on this podcast now, or if you watch it in the future, go to the Octagon and feel what I'm telling you, because I've taken people there that have not been there before, and they're like, "Oh my God, I've got to come out. I got to come back. I got to come back." And I'm the same way. I just keep going back, and I want it to always be one of my first investigations of the year. As soon as that sun cracks the sky and gives us a little heat, I'm there, because it's just something I have to do now. There's no, well, I might go to the Octagon. No, I'm going to the Octagon. A, because I love the house, and I love seeing that and the progression of it. But it calls me, it wants me there, and doggone it, who am I to tell it no?
Right. Bring up the
And we've
investigation
got some of
flyer.
the
I said,
best evidence. And, investigation flyer. There we go.
so let's just
Kind
keep
of
it real
kind of
for a
hard to
moment.
read, but
Yeah, but if you look at the bottom middle is the email address um, that we like for people to contact to schedule booking. I wanted to go over a little bit of it, even though it's in that flyer. Um, it's a $200 a night. You get 12 hours in that building. It's only $100 for upfront, which is your non-refundable deposit. And then at the bottom right corner is our online calendar that we use. You look at it, see what's available dates. Now we're only currently doing just Friday and Saturdays only, because we're still trying to shift with our personal life schedules. We might end up doing through the week as well, just like Adam does at his properties, with a little bit of cheaper price. But we're trying to adjust. I'm trying to get the team, you know, and the members on board and make sure their schedules, because all of our schedules varies. It flips. So having a person
yeah.
guaranteed that's able to be available, not only to open the building but to close it, has been difficult. So as of right now, until further notice, Friday nights and Saturday nights is the only nights that we schedule bookings. And like I said, we just expanded instead of from April to October, we're doing it from March to November. So we added another month at the beginning and at the end, to give, you know, more opportunities. You know what I mean? So, but the email, gcoctagonhouse at gmail.com, contact that. I have another individual. I don't do the bookings anymore personally. I do have another individual that kind of took some of that load off my plate, kind of helping me out, um, as well as other members taking over, you know, the pushing for the all the social media feeds for the events and things like that. But you know, if you're interested, I wanted to bring that up so you guys can see it. You can go to the Octagon Facebook page. We are now utilizing a newer one, um, which is at the bottom left corner of that flyer, um, that you can access it and be able to see, the events and things that's going on at the Octagon. And if you haven't already follow that page, please do. Hit it, follow it, like it,
Follow it.
as well as our YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed to it, subscribe to it. More subscribers, the better. That's going to help us as a team to be able to afford newer equipment, and go to other locations to book them for us to do investigations. And then I can get more feed up in our YouTube channel, to where people can enjoy.
So when we're done here, I'm going to go find that YouTube video and I'm going to post it on our wall so everybody can come look at it. It'll be easy to find. But I
I can
think
send you the link too.
it's very worth the time to sit down and watch it. I mean, it really is.
Yeah, I can send you the link on your messenger.
And then we'll put it up there. Deborah, the winner, are you able to get in there and does anything happen while you're there or off site that lets you know that basically the spirits are alive and well? So even though it's cold and nobody goes in there, you still have interaction when you pop in.
Yes, a lot. The more that building's closed up, the more the spirits are like, like I said, when there's less activity or less people walking, humans walking in and out, they tend to just get more active. So, what we have found as a team, Adam's discussed this multiple times, and I agree with him 100%. Spirits are intimidated by the numbers. The more you have going in that building, the less likely you're going to get attention or any type of activity. So, the less that goes in that building, we like to go in teams of two because you'll get the activity. If you go in a team as 9, you're not going to get nothing. And we found that out. And when I go by myself, and take a look at the octagon, check things out, make sure everything's all right, sweep it up, whatever. Believe me, you get the feeling there's eyes watching you and you're being followed around.
Absolutely.
It's consistent. It's a it's a feeling we always deal with as paranormal investigators, and sometimes we just don't get used to it. You know,
Yep.
so it happens. You get that creepy, eerie feeling. The hairs on the back of your neck stand up, that kind of stuff. I'm in there quite a bit. I try to show my presence, let them know that they're loved, they're welcomed, and you know, as long as I'm known as the face of the octagon, that's the whole community said it. I mean, the main sheriff of Pickaway County always watching over that building, always. Um, I've got 16 cameras in that building, so as you guys will see, there's several that will spin around and move, and when it gets activity, it'll follow you. It's pretty wild, but with that being said, I think last year when the alarm went off, um, and I had to meet the deputies out there to let them scope the building because the alarm went off. And what one of the cameras got was truly amazing. It Hafey's main Pickaway County Sheriff Hafey, Matt Hafey himself, is still mind blown from it. So
So for those of
yeah,
you who
and I
haven't
sent
seen
that
this video, I
link to
have it.
the
Tommy sent this to me right after it happened, probably the same morning. And what you're looking at is the security camera moves. And okay, what are we looking at? But now you're going to watch the shadows over here on the right hand side, and somebody's walking up those
Watch
steps.
it. It's still pulling up. It's still loading. Hold on a second.
Oh, see, I've already played it. I don't know what's
It's
going
just a
on.
black. Oh, there it is. There it is. So right there on your right. Now you got to rewind it.
And then it's going to go
You got
back over.
all right. So you need to look at the far right side of the screen, the reflection on the wall.
Now I'm going to loop it so it'll
So
continue
as
to
the camera,
play.
yeah, it will the camera scanning because it's detecting something. It just hasn't picked up.
This time I'll
So it's just
pause it.
kind of scanning, seeing what's going. So right there on that wall, that reflection.
Yeah, it's crazy because you can see the person walk, and then you can
Oh,
see the the light come between their legs. That is somebody
so can
going up
you
those
just
steps.
back it up just a little bit? Back it up and pause it right when they're on the steps. There you go.
There, you could see the light between their legs, and we went there and we played this out every way we could, and that shadow is coming from up above in the cupola, right?
Yes, it's coming. It's walking up the staircasing. So the light you're seeing on the wall is the moon outside coming in through the cupola window. So it casts a shadow on the wall from the moon because it was so bright that early morning. Now this is bright and early, 5 a.m. in the morning, and no one's in the building. No one. It's locked up. It's secured, and that's what the security camera got. And what's amazing, uh, uh, Katie has full access to the cameras. My wife does too. They'll sit here all night long and they'll watch these cameras because the activity that the cameras get, the sounds, the noises, the walks, the little orbs that flies around like crazy. But this was one of the best catches that the camera had caught, and you never know what's going to happen. And that's why I have them recording. I have them going. I let the equipment do its thing, even during our investigations. I don't
Yep.
do any fudging, changing, none of that. I let the equipment do its job, and that goes to show why. Because no one's in the building. It's
Well, and
been
even
locked
if
up,
somebody
and
was in the building, they can't get to the stairway that goes up to the cupola because it's behind a locked door,
no,
correct?
correct.
And
And then
that
it's completely
that stairway,
unexplained.
yeah. You also nobody could
It,
physically just walk up those steps in the manner that they're walking up.
and the weirdest thing is too, is I've been up there in that cupola, and that wood up there is extremely fragile. So when a
Yes.
human being walks on it, it shakes and it moves. Okay. For
Yep.
that to stand still and that shadow figure to walk up it goes to
Yep.
show you it's not human.
Yep. Yep.
So we've went through every direction and every possibilities, try to reenact it. We tried everything we could, and there's just no explanation. I mean,
Mm-mm.
so we just leave it as it is. Okay, we now know you're in the building. Great, thank you, and we leave it as that.
Yep. No, I think that's one of the craziest things that I've ever seen caught on camera. We have a couple other things that something else that we caught together when we were there. Um, this one,
And it was spinning in there like a tornado. I've never seen it do. Did you see
this
that?
one is really
I've
hard to
never seen it
catch.
do
You
before
have
or
to
after. And
pay
it
attention,
literally, for
and
the
I
whole
did put
time
some
it was on
prompts
there,
on
when
here,
I
but
moved it to
they
another
don't always
spot for
even
me to
help.
spin, it
But
stopped doing it. It
this
was
is a
cool.
So that
shadow
is actually
figure that
shooting this in
sets
front of a
off the
room
tripwire,
almost.
All right, sweet.
peeks around the
Your staircase
corner,
is here.
and then
Not over the
disappears
problem.
into a little cloud of mist. As soon as the
We've had that
shipway
happen
goes
quite a
around,
few times.
the camera will pan over to the door.
Hold on, it's still loading. You got to give it a minute. Oh yeah, this is
You'll
the one
see
I
the
caught.
lights. Yes, this is the one we were there when you caught this one. It happened so
Yep.
darn fast that
So the light lit up. You got the white mist, and then you got that little pika, peekaboo coming around the door frame.
yeah, yeah.
Can you?
It's
That actually shows us a little bit of it. Can you make it a wider screen?
I can't
We're
on
only
this
getting a
one,
small.
unfortunately. Yeah, it if somebody you can go to our YouTube page and find it and blow it up on your TV. It comes out so much better. As soon as those lights go off, you
Yeah,
see them peek around that corner, and it's just to me, it's amazing.
and a white
And
mist.
you and I spent
Yep. It
we
was,
spent probably 2 hours trying to debunk this thing, and
and I
we
did
just
the
could
editing
not.
because right. I wanted to put the security camera, which is right outside that door frame where the peekaboo was, the same room, and I put that there to show there's nobody in that room. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So we had both angles covered, both directions, to show it wasn't a human that did that,
Yeah,
and it was just
yeah,
it was amazing.
it's insane. Yeah, we have another version on our Facebook page, or I'm sorry, our YouTube page. If you go and watch it, I put prompts on there, and you can really see it on a bigger screen. But it's really cool, and we've you and I have had things happen in the broad daylight, right? I was upstairs in the I think it was the blue room. No, it was Mr. Kreit's office. Um, and I had some cat balls on the window, and I was playing with the cat balls for 20, 30 minutes in the afternoon, and you were downstairs smoking. I'm like, come up here and check this out. And you came up, and we're playing with the cat balls, and the cat balls then, after a few minutes, died off, and we're standing there at the top of the steps. And that's the day that we're having your brother's birthday party there that night. We're up there at the top of the steps,
Yep.
and we're just kind of like talking, and all of a sudden we hear a noise, and you're like, that sounds like somebody shuffling on the wood floor. And we're both looking over the banister now down toward the bottom of the steps. And I'm like, it really sounds like a straw broom on a wood floor. You're like, holy crap, it is. And then you yelled over and said, hey, who's down there? Are you cleaning up for the party tonight? And the two of us are standing there with our own ears. We hear, it's me. Yeah. And I thought we were just going to lose it at that moment. It was
Yeah.
crystal
And we're the
clear,
only two
just
in the
like there
building.
was somebody standing there talking to us.
We were the only two in
And
the
there was
building.
nobody. It was us too, and that was everybody else was gone. Some of them went shopping. Some would get us the food. Mike and his friends, they went off to buy a cake and did some antiquing. We're by ourselves, and there's somebody standing there talking to us. Holy crap, that was
Yep.
cool.
And that just goes to show what I said earlier about, spirits are intimidated by the numbers. The less
Mm,
you have in that building, the more likely you're going to get some intelligent responses, um,
yeah,
which is truly amazing. I always keep
yeah,
a digital recorder in my pocket, just in case. I want to make sure I'm not the only one that heard it. It wasn't just me. Um,
yeah.
yeah, so um, it just that building changes people. It brings them in and it changes them, makes them think about the big picture, you know.
Yep.
So
No doubt about it.
yeah,
No doubt about it. So these are some pictures
that was
of
my drone shot.
the different times that we've been there with different people. I mean, we've had all kinds of different people there with us. I mean, it's crazy the number of people that have been there with us. And every time we find something that is just bigger and better than the last time. Um,
Yep,
I've had my pant leg. I had my pant leg pulled in a room, and you were sitting in front of me, and you watched my pant leg move before I. Where is my camera
yep,
going? Holy crap! But you had my camera. I mean, you had my saw my pant leg move before I even knew what happened.
yeah,
It's insane. And our friend Mark who came with us the last time. Mark is I don't want to say he's really a true skeptic, but he wants to know without a doubt that what he saw he can't explain, and he goes to the utmost to try to prove that didn't just happen. Um, and my camera might just be zooming in on the doll. Maybe she's focusing it on her. I don't know. Um,
oh, it's
but
you're sounding like a robot right now, Nacho. You sound
I
like
don't
a
know.
robot.
She's messing with me. I don't know what she's doing.
Yeah, you sound like a robot. So
uh,
we're getting pieces of what you're saying. So I don't know if your internet's
can you stop messing with
buzzing
my
out
stuff,
or what.
please? Can you guys stop? That's my damn dolls. But I mean, we've had all kinds of different things happen there, and it's it's never anything bad,
Right.
but it's always exciting. Always exciting.
Yeah, because and the thing is, you don't know it's coming. It's unexpected, which it kind of puts you on your toes. It kind of makes you, you know what I mean? It's wild, and a lot of people's experienced that. It has. So I sent that link to the historical video on your
I
messenger.
got it. I got it. We're gonna post it when we're done. So remember when you and me were in Greg's
Yeah.
suite and we
Yep.
heard an argument
We
between
had our
Forrest and his brother.
and the brother Charlie. Yeah, more. We had the Lucid headphones on, Josh and myself, and we were just standing the room that's got the one with the flower on the one side, and then Mary Virginia's room on the other. So you got the three rooms that are connected together. And then the staircase is in the middle. We were standing there against the tables, and him and I was, and we felt the floor move like someone's walking and pacing in front of us, and we were hearing the conversation of father son back and forth because father was drunk and the son didn't like it. They were arguing, they wouldn't get along. Truly amazing. But again, the Lucid headphones don't record, so you can't prove it.
Yep.
Kind of hard, you know what I mean? So, but it was pretty awesome. Josh Ford and I's had so much activity. That's why every time he knows I'm out there by myself and he's got time, he tries to run out with me because he just loves to experience it. That building, he loves it. My whole team loves it. Because you just never know what's going to happen. It's going to come out of
Yeah.
nowhere, and they're going to
Yep.
surprise you. That's just their way of knowing or letting you know they are there. It's their way of showing their presence. And
And they are not shy about showing.
nope, unless there's 10 to 20 people in there, then you
Yeah,
won't know.
yeah. I'll tell you
So
one of the cool places I've ever been to is the Octagon House, and I've had so many things there happen. But one of the times I went in, and I think it was the Ghost Bros, not the Ghost Brothers, the Ghost Bros, that they go into places and they ask the spirits to give them a word or a phrase later on in the night. And they've had it work for them a couple times. So I thought, why not? I'll try this. So I walked in there and I walked through the house by myself, 10 or 15 minutes. I walked through every room. I I asked him if it was okay if we recorded, all this stuff. Um, I just had a really good conversation with him. And I said, if you would, I would really appreciate at some point tonight if you could give us the word Verona. There is no reason the word Verona should come up in an investigation. That's where we're from, Verona, PA, so on and so forth. So we go through the whole night. And I keep it in the back of my mind. I'm waiting to hear it. I'm going to hear it tonight. I'm going to hear it tonight. And I hadn't heard anything even close to it.
and it came through the
So
S's method when we had the triple S's method.
yeah, we're doing the SS method, and Mike Murray's downstairs, and I'm upstairs, and all of a sudden, I'm like, something's pulling my beard, and somebody downstairs says, don't pull his beard. You're not allowed to touch him. Mike Murray downstairs, who is also under in the SS method, says, beard. Like, well, everybody's freaking out, right? What's going on? And then all of a sudden, Mike says somebody's pulling my beard, and it's like me and Mike are having this conversation that neither one of us knows we're having, and I'm just spitting out words, and all of a sudden I get the word Verona, and I'm like, holy crap! I rip off my headset, my blindfold, and I'm like, there they said Verona. Oh my god! And Mike Murray is still under, and the next thing that comes out of his mouth is, there, I said it, and I was like, holy shit! And I heard him say that, and I'm like, if that isn't confirmation, what is? And we all went nuts because there is no way that that was a freak communication. They actually gave us that word and then backed it up by saying, there, I said it. Because again,
Intelligent.
I can say anything when I'm under, and nobody knows if I'm saying what I'm hearing or not, or if I'm even actually. A lot of times you hear something and you say it, but if you go back and listen, you're not hearing the same thing. But for him to not be able to hear me and has no idea what I just said, he comes out with, there, I said it. Holy crap. That
Yep.
was amazing.
An intelligent response is
And
intelligence.
that's exactly what the Octagon House is. It's intelligent responses, it's physical touches, it's shadow people. I mean, it's got it all. Really, it does.
Yeah.
Every time we've been there, we've never left disappointed. You know, you're kind to the spirits; they're kind to you, man. I mean,
You go in
that's
with
what it's all
respect,
about.
you shall receive respect. That's how this building
Yeah,
works. And I don't know if they're getting it from me, but somehow they're getting it.
yeah, they're getting it. And man, if I never had another paranormal experience in my life, what I encountered at the Octagon is enough to make me more than happy. I mean, I've communicated with these spirits in a way that I really didn't think was possible.
And that's what it's about.
Sometimes you'll catch stuff.
And
Yeah,
that's what it's about. And the
sometimes
thing
you
is,
catch stuff,
and that
and
makes me feel good, because I'm involved, because, seeing you had that much experience and seeing others experience the same things and the way it makes y'all feel, that's why I keep going
yeah,
doing what I do. That's why I keep going. Um,
yeah,
because seeing is believing. You know, I'm a proud believer.
absolutely.
So, you go in, you witness it yourself, you see it, you experience it, you're going to believe it.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Well, I always try to keep this around an hour, and we're a little over. And I don't ever hold us to exactly an hour. Sometimes it'll go an hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever. But there's been some pretty what I consider to be high profile people there. I know that Kalani, when he was still doing his ghost hunts,
Yep.
he spent a week there, right?
He spent 7 days. As a matter of fact, he was swatted in the octagon. Yeah. So of all places, it
That's
had to be
that's
the
another one of the
octagon. He was
stories I
swatted.
tell. Oh, that's it's so good though.
Yeah.
It's so good.
So
I hate that it happens to people, but damn, it might as well happen there,
yeah.
right?
So that was an amazing experience for me, meeting him in person. I believe I met him at one of the cons that Adam had, and he just he come out, checked it out, loved it, and I believe that was his second time back when he did that 7 night. That photo was from that 7 night stay that he did in the octagon, which we've never done. And the
Yeah.
wildest thing is, it was in December, so it was 13 degrees in that building. So he was all bundled up, and the whole 9 yards. It was wild. Um, but it was an experience he'll never forget. That's something he's probably gonna carry on forever. And all because of that one
Yeah.
girl in Texas that kept calling the sheriff's department saying that he broke in it and damaging the home and da 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 da. They knew he was in there. They
Yeah.
only came out to shut her up. You know, so yeah, that was an experience I'll never forget. So I don't want to give spoilers out yet, but there's more of similar things like that coming. Um,
And that is awesome. I can't wait to
yeah.
see stuff like that.
So, and like I said, I've got 5 different country music artists that just want to come out and take a tour, see the building, walk around it. So who knows what's going to come? Who knows what's going to happen?
That's
And I've also got a couple Christian rap group members, you know, that
nice.
are interested as well. The one wants to use the building as a background prop for his building, um, where I mean, his music is more like the power of positivity, keep him positive, things that people's done to him through the years. Um, you know, drug addict, things like that. He got off that. He's changed his life around, and music, the power of music, is what changed his world. And getting his voice out there, I believe the power of music is what makes us stronger because it
Absolutely.
speaks to us more than a book or what I mean, certain words. Because you
Yeah.
could feel the energy that they've experienced. You could feel it, and it hits you in ways that especially if you listen to the lyrics and you really put it with the music. It's amazing.
Whoops.
Oop, what was that?
So Josh says, I have a feeling this is going to be a great year for the Octagon.
Yes, I agree.
Josh, I wholeheartedly agree with you. And you know, in the past, if we would share something, we would hit 50 people, 100 people. Um, our channel is blowing up. We're 5,300 and some people all of a sudden. Um, we're being noticed. I don't know why. I don't get it, but people are coming to us, and that's why I thought, well, I'm going to start doing these podcasts, and I want to get people that I know that have helped me in the paranormal get to this stage, and I want to help them spread the word about their places and themselves and what they're doing, and I just think it's a good platform to do that. And now that I have a little bit of reach, and I certainly just did an investigation with Trap Souls and the Ghost Sisters the other night. Ghost Sisters have like 120 some thousand followers. That was really cool to hang out with them and to meet them and see how they do things and get some more new ideas. And that's what this whole platform is about promoting people, promoting places, promoting history. Um, and I think it's all of this ties together, and it can be a great year for not only the Octagon but all of us as well. Reaching new heights, meeting new people, you never know where you go when once you start meeting people. I mean, nobody knew us 3, 4 years ago. We were just a couple people that were, there's three of us. We were just a ragtag group of misfits that couldn't fit in anywhere else, and we jumped on ship, and here we go, right?
Yep.
So it's cool to talk about people and places and let other people experience it. And I hope we can drive even more people. I would like to see you have to open even more
Yeah.
because so many people are coming.
Yep. And believe me,
As long as I got a spot.
hey, if I could book this octagon out every year, I would. I'll do it. I mean, because it's worth it. And again, it's not about my reputation or where it takes me, you know, or my team, my family. It's not about none of that. Um, but I'm telling you, seeing this building get restored is what it's about. And we are a nonprofit organization. We have to raise our own money. You know,
Yep.
we don't get the money for free. We have to build that up. We have to do what we can. And when you got bills every month for that building to keep them doors open, you have to look at them first before you can physically do
Yep.
what needs to be done. And
Yep.
we're just not gaining what we need right now. I know it's going to get bigger. It's only been the third year for me since I've been involved. Well, 22, yeah, so third year, give or take, going into the third year, or fourth year, yeah, fourth. So, but it's going to take time, and I know
Yep.
it's not going to happen overnight. And with the support team I got behind me, I love them all, and without them, I wouldn't be where I'm at. We wouldn't be where we're at. And JC, I mean, an amazing, incredible individual that's working two jobs and going to school for nursing. She still shows up with every flashlight tour. Everyone.
It's amazing.
The
It's
heart and soul
amazing.
that young lady's got in her is truly mind blowing. And it's took my mental state to a different level because knowing someone that young does what she does because of the heart and soul she has for that building. It's and
Yep.
she's not the only one. It's multiples.
Nope.
So
Nope.
that's what keeps me going.
Like I
That's
said,
what
for
keeps me
anybody
fighting.
that hasn't been there, if you haven't been to the Octagon, get yourself down there. Go check it out. Even if it's if you're driving in the area and you go for a flashlight tour, if you can get an investigation scheduled, if you can go to the car show, go to the Paracon. I was just looking at my schedule. It doesn't look like I have anything scheduled for those dates. So, yeah, we sounds like we
Go up.
might be in for a Paracon, right?
Yeah. I mean, you know, I just want more teams. Come out, set a booth up, sell your merch. We can get some people to donate baskets and things that we can raffle off, like little kits, ghost hunting equipment, things like that, whatever. Um, I think my daughter and I has been discussing on a couple ideas. And for almost a 14-year-old, she's smart and, doing puzzles and diamond art. She's good at what she does. So,
Start him young, man. Teach him to learn about history and care about history. And
well,
mm,
she'll take a big group of 30 people and walk around that octagon and tell them the whole history. She knows it.
that's
So
awesome.
my kids love that building. They love it. With my son being autistic, he still loves it. He gets mad. If I show up at the octagon without him, I'll get that text message. Where you at, Dad? You didn't come get us? You know, it's wild. But I'd rather see that than I see him on the streets doing drugs.
Yep, absolutely,
You know,
absolutely.
that's just me. Because it's going to be them that carries this legacy, the
Yep,
history of that building. It's going to be them.
absolutely. That's for sure.
I'm not getting younger. I'm just getting older.
That's we're all just getting older. All
So
getting older.
even though a lot of people wants me to stick around for a long time, but yeah, that's the other group, Paranormal Quest.
So this one and we actually started watching this again today Deborah said she don't remember ever seeing it, but I remember seeing it, and I'm going to let you tell it. But there was a couple things in this video that really stand out as far as what the octagon's about. People might find when they come there.
Well, the biggest thing is the team before Paranormal Quest. I investigated, just me. I investigated with them and their team, and a situation happened, and I caught it on camera. And of all things, I caught it with my phone. And a cat ball was on the top of the banister, and it sat there for 20 minutes. We was underneath the S's method, didn't move, didn't light up, nothing for those 20 minutes. And we got done with the S's method, and we're discussing what transpired during the S's method, et cetera, et cetera. And that cat ball started lighting up. It rolled a few feet and then was picked up and thrown down the staircasing. And it was caught all on camera. Paranormal Quest seen it or heard about it from me, and they wanted to come in to try to debunk it. And that's exactly what they did. So, but they've had some encounters themselves. Paranormal Quest, they're a good group. They're an amazing guys. Awesome. I think they're associated with the West Virginia State Penitentiary. I can't be 100% sure. Don't quote me on that. But my understanding is I think they're coming back this year too.
That'd be awesome.
Hopefully. So good guys, good dudes. Had an incredible time with them. Just a few moments we had talking. Yeah, they're good guys.
They are. I actually owned their XLS camera. They autographed it and gave it to me. They didn't give it to me. I won it in a raffle. They were at Greene County Historical Society, and they were raising money for Greene County, and they put their XLS up for raffle, and I won it. And I've got a picture of them with the camera and with me, and they've autographed the bottom of it, and just really, really nice guys. Um, and I've invited them on a investigation, and haven't heard back yet. But when we talked about it, I told them you guys got to go to this place, and they've never been. So hopefully they're going to reach out, and we can get to do something with them too. But they're both really good guys. They're down to earth. They're not all about themselves. They're in it for the right reason. So if they come back to the octagon, that would be great.
Yeah. I heard at the end of the year last year that they're looking into getting back in it. And now that I got someone else dealing with the bookings, she knows them and she's talked with them. So
I saw her there that night too. So yes.
Yeah. So Robin Sims, she's our secretary. Well, soon to be treasurer. She's flipping. But yeah, she does all the bookings, and it's pretty awesome. Look at Katie. Supposed to be working. That girl, I swear. We all love Katie. She's awesome. And she's getting voted in as my vice president.
That's awesome.
And she deserves it. She does. And she's a good girl, man. She's done so much. She's in charge of the events and creating events and getting them posted on Facebook. And her and JC kind of works together and helps promote it, so I can focus on other things. And yeah, that's what Robin was talking about. We want to get the Foreman brothers out there. That'd be awesome. Give them a night or two and let them run with it. Robin Sims know them, so she's been trying to reach out to them as well. And to be honest with you, I would love for the Resident Undead to come back out. Adam and his crew, they can come back out. Contact me. I'll get you guys in there.
He said that
JC,
girl
she
is
is.
bad.
Yeah. So yeah, what you're saying? Katie's bad. Wow.
We're getting a little feisty over here in the comments. Oops, they're coming in as fast as I can highlight
All
them.
right.
Watch it. I know where you are, she says.
Yeah, we know where you live at, JC. Um, you too, I swear. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, if you can get them to send a message to me personally, I would like to get the brothers out there. You know, Robin and I have talked a lot about them, and good guys. I've watched some of their video feeds and good dudes. The Foreman brothers, they're awesome. So,
They're one of my favorites. I watch them every week when they have a new video. I think they're awesome, and to meet them it would be a big deal for me.
oh, me too.
This year we're doing the Cleveland Paracon with Trap Souls. We're actually forming a new group called Beyond the Spirits, which is another podcast that we do. And there's like 7 or 8 teams that come together, and we are Beyond the Spirits. Where Ryan and I are going to the Cleveland Paracon to do our podcast, and the Foreman brothers are going to be there. So I'm hoping to at least interview one of them. If I get 5 minutes, that would be that to me. It'd be a big deal. So
Yeah.
kind of like a bucket list type thing for me.
I don't know how true this is, but I ran across a message from Nick Groff. Apparently, he's don't know how true it is, but apparently he's done. Um, he's been selling some merchandise, his
I
equipment.
did see that.
So that's a bummer. Um,
Yes.
awesome, dude. I would love to get him out to the octagon, but you know, I don't think that's going to happen now. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's one of the ones I really wanted at the octagon was Nick Groff.
Nick
And rest,
Groff is a total class act. I think a lot of that guy.
Deb, I don't know if we're going to be able to attend any cons this year, because the events and things at the octagon, our schedule's tighter. You know, we're trying to get booked for a location for our very first investigation since 23. So, outside of the octagon, um, yes, Katie, you definitely need a lot of laughs. You have been through a lot, and I've been fighting for that girl, man. She's when you're hard and stubborn, it's hard to keep you strong.
Yep.
There's so much love in this team. Those two right there is just, you know, they keep me on my toes.
Yep. Well, you guys have a good team, and everybody's in it for the right reason. And
Yeah.
that's to me that is such a big deal. I've never met JC. I've met the rest of your crew, or most of the rest of your crew anyway, and they're all really good quality people to begin with, and that's a big part of the battle, man. Having a
Well,
good crew that you can
you'll
trust.
meet JC soon. We'll put it that way. You'll meet her soon. Um, like I said, she's working. You know, she works at two different separate jobs. One is basically what she's going to school for, to become a nurse. So, you know, she's down at OU in Chillicothe, and it's been a struggle for schoolwork. But I've been there trying to help her through it mentally. You know, I need her to stay strong. This is her dream. This is her goal to get that degree and move on and do what she loves. And I can't let her fall. I can't let her fall short. She's got to keep going. And she is. So, who's she referring to?
Katie, there are things that happen that weren't good for you then. But one thing I can say is that we met you, and I think that's turned out pretty good. So it was not all bad all the way around. You got to take the good parts of times and keep that in the forefront and keep moving forward. Good things are going to happen. Good things are going to happen.
I've told her that multiple times. You got to just go with the flow.
Yep. Yep.
Things happen for a reason.
Everybody's had crappy, bad, horrible, terrible things happen to them. Um, you can't change that, but you can always choose the happy times and push them ahead. And it's
Right.
not always easy, but keep pushing, keep pushing.
Yep.
So we're an hour and 25 in, and I could sit here all day and talk to you. I mean,
Well,
that's
I might have to run over here to
we
the
don't
back in a second.
we never get enough of that. But just give us a wrap up of anything else that you got going on, your dreams, your desires, anything that people need to know that we haven't discussed, or things that we have discussed that we should know more about.
Well, I mean, like I said, to just I'm trying to build our YouTube channel. And like I said before, we could build it up with the subscribers and get the 100,000 that we're looking to get. Um, we can utilize that money from it, to do bigger and better investigations from the well-known locations, across America that has been on TV shows, things like that. Get the proper equipment, you know, the gear, the proper shirts and things, which I know Donna's been working on our shirts, um, and doing an amazing job, man. Oh God, her work's out of this world. Um, so Octagon has been my biggest thing for the past several years, and I want to see it saved and preserved and restored. And just like the rest of the community, just like Linda Speakman Moore, who lived there 25 years of her life. You know, Unfortunately, she just lost her husband in 40 years, and I got to keep her on her toes. You know, I got to fulfill my promise, and I will. It's that simple. I can't let myself down. I can't let her down. Um, we're going to keep fighting because it's about that octagon. So we start with one project, and we'll slowly, gradually keep doing the rest of them. And I've said it in all the meetings that octagon meetings. All it's going to take is that one initial massive project on that octagon to grab attention. That's all it's going to take. And then the community is going to step up and they're going to jump in the middle of it. They're going to donate. They're going to do whatever they can to help us out with it. Right now, they don't believe it. They don't think anything's going to happen. They don't think we're going to be able to restore it because we've talked about it so much, but nothing's been done. So that roof will get started very soon. I can tell you that much. And when it does, I'll have film. I'll show. And like I said, one project at a time. That's what it's going to take. One step at a time. Adam proved it at Fairfield. He
Yeah,
proved it. One section of the roof on the building, and then another section. He's doing the same thing. It's about
yeah,
saving and preserving our history, and
yeah,
the money we get from flashlight tours and the events that we do not only helps pay the bills, but it also will go to help us restore that building. That's what it's about. We don't see it; it goes straight to the bank. Um, one individual's got access to that bank now. That's all, and that individual is responsible. You know, we hold them accountable for that. So I take it very seriously. I do. I have to.
yep, yep, for sure.
But on the personal side, you know, me and my family's been through so much. I'm not going to go into no details, but you know, I can say we're back on our feet again. We're happier than we've ever been. Jamie and I's got roller coaster stuff going on, but it's life. It's all relationships, no matter what you do. Um,
Yep.
my kids are in a better state of mind now compared to what they used to be, and we're just taking it day by day.
That's all you can do. Go day by day, and every day you're going to get stronger and stronger, and you're going to get where you need to get. And your kids are going to all be better for it at the end. You know, a lot of kids these days are handed everything. They don't know what it means to struggle, to work hard, to appreciate what you have. Um, you know, most of us live paycheck to paycheck, and we appreciate things. You know, kids these days that are handed everything hand over fist, throw it away. I'll get a new one. You know, whatever.
But they don't realize
When you have
but they don't
to,
realize how much it takes to replace what you just threw away.
yeah, yeah.
That's the bad part.
And you know what? The thing that you got to learn where it came from, how hard somebody had to work to get there, you're going to
You're
appreciate
going to cherish it.
that so much
You're going to
more
cherish
than,
it. Yep. I
yeah,
agree.
yeah. And that's, you know, I think it's good for everybody to learn appreciation. You know, I would love for nobody to have to sweat over things or worry about paying a bill or whatever else. But man, it helps you build character. It teaches you how to work the world and get through it. And you know, I've had my own battles and everything else, and you know, I'm almost 60 years old, and I don't anywhere near have this figured out. But man, I look back, I wouldn't change it. I You can't change the past because that's going to affect who you are today.
Exactly. You can't turn back the hands of time. And the thing is, I say to all my team members, and I tell myself, I repeat it to myself every single day of my life, no one is promised tomorrow. God can't even promise us tomorrow.
Nope.
So we have to look what we did in our past, learn from it, and move on and try to make things better than what it used to be.
Somebody's in my front yard, and they shouldn't be. Hold on one second. I'll be
We're
right back.
good.
Must be somebody trying to sell something
Yeah, give me 1
because
second.
they went to the neighbor's house.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick fast.
Yep, have at it. Dalton, yes. Hey, how buddy? How you doing? This is a place that I would highly recommend you go. Um, it's a young kid in a hood. He went. I seen him walk through the front yard. He went to the next door neighbors. He's probably
out there like selling shit,
yeah. He's probably going house to house selling shit.
selling windows and such.
It's a good way to get SHOT. Well, let's see. Yeah, Dalton, if you guys get the chance, head over to Circleville, Ohio, and check this place out. I'm telling you, it's amazing. It's one of my top 5 places. It is my top place, but I would put it top 5 of any place I've ever been, and I've never been disappointed there. The people, the spirits, the house, it's all off the hook.
Yeah, just make sure you post that link for the historical video that's on your
Oh, it's already up. It's
sweet,
posted.
sweet. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's on there. More subscribers, the better. Help me get the word out. You know, shoot it, whatever you got to do. Help us with our events too. You know, Katie and them has literally put those flyers and they posted them. And the more word we get out, the better. If I can blow this car show up, even drivers that's wanting to come and attend, bring their cars out, display them, show them, you know, that would be awesome. You know, having historical vehicles on a historical landmark, bringing them together, good vision. So I will have the drone up as I always do every year. get some amazing aerial footages during this event, um, taking photos and things, and hopefully next year it'll get even bigger than this year. Also, vendors.
That's the idea.
We had a food truck last year that showed up. I believe came from Coshocton, Ohio. Um,
Oh yeah.
and they showed up at last year's car show, and that was awesome. And so, any vendors want to show up, get in touch with us by that email.
So we cannot attend the car show. We are already going to be out of town.
Yeah,
Um,
because shortly before that
but
investigation,
the Octagon, yeah, we'll be there the week before. But for the where'd it go? For the Octagon, um, we don't have anything scheduled for really July at all right now. So I'm just going to pencil it in. I'll reach out to you guys and make it official. We'll come out. Um, I'll do a live podcast from there. I'll talk to anybody and everybody, and we'll blast it over social media from now until then, and we'll get it going as much as we can on our end.
great, that'll work. I mean, like I said, the trunk or treat was a good thing last year as well. We had a lot of kids show up. We try to dress up as
Yeah.
well, interact with the kids, let them have fun. Flew the drone around last year, and that was pretty awesome. Kids loved that drone. They were chasing the drone. It's pretty funny. But yeah. So that's all of our flashlight tours, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, like I said, so we're doing the top 20, best of show, and then Motorhead Misfit's going to have his choice. So yeah, that's for the car show. And like I said, the flashlight tours, all the dates are there. Just give you a heads up. In August, my entire team knows what's in August. And every year now, they've surprised me during flashlight tours when it's close to that date. And it's scheduled for the 22nd. So I got a feeling I'm going to get another surprise on the 22nd.
That's awesome.
So
I do have a question for you on the thing I got up now, the self-guided tours. Yeah. It says the car show is May 30th at 10 from 10 to 5.
I don't know what happened there. It should be May 16th. I think you got two different flyers.
And this other one, this one says May 16th.
I recreated the flyer. I might have sent you the wrong flyer by accident. Because
okay.
that was a last minute. So that was a last minute decision. When me and Tony at Motorhead Misfits talked, he said the 30th is too close to the holiday, so we wanted to move it back a little bit. And when he was looking at the car show schedule for the car shows in the area, he wanted it to be where it's open, where we can get a lot more cars to show up. So so I had to adjust the date from the 30th to the 16th. So I updated the flyer, and I thought I deleted it, but I have to look back at my notes. Yeah, like I said. See, I told you. They scheme something every year, dude. Every year. And she's the main one. I said it.
She's the main culprit.
Yes, she is. Nothing new.
Oh, that's funny. Good. Well, so if the 16th, we definitely couldn't. If it was the 30th, it looks like we could have. But
right. No, it's the 16th. So, I mean, like I said, we had to adjust a little bit because, Circleville's big on their car shows. They're huge.
Yep.
There's a group called Take the Strip Back Circleville. And every year from April all the way until November, they have multiple car shows throughout Circleville. They have the cruise in where they drive up and down Court Street, which used to be the original 23. So it's the history. They're all about history through here, the historical side of things. I mean, you got to think the Underground Railroad's running straight up US 23, right down Court Street, the original 23. So the Octagon was 150 feet away from that originally. So that just goes to show there's so much history in this one building, being the second oldest in all of Circleville history. Um, yeah, the oldest one, Josh is the president of, and that's the Ted Luce Museum. That's the oldest, and that's in downtown
That's
Circleville.
pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Yep. So,
Well, shame on me. We're headed toward wrapping up, and I didn't play with any of the gadgets that I have on this podcast.
yep.
Oh
That's
well,
why my name's at the
you
bottom of
know.
it there.
Well, I'm a rookie at this.
Hey,
I was so excited just to have you on here,
right.
and I got all the pictures and videos in, and I thought I was doing pretty good. And well, now I'm sitting there like, well, damn, I should have done this. I should have done that.
We live and learn, brother.
My buddy, my buddy Zach from Alone in the Dark, great group. Uh, they absolutely get on for May of 2027, or get on for 2027. Get everybody. I can't recommend it enough. We've been there 4 times. We're about to be there 5 times. It is such a great place to investigate. It'll blow your socks off. Unless you're like Bartsy and only wear flip flops, you don't have socks on. But
Ain't nothing wrong with flip flops.
you take a step your toes.
Right. That back staircase is very steep. It's the original. So,
And Zach, we will definitely do something. No doubt
yep.
about it. Maybe we go. Maybe you go with us to the Octagon next year. Or pants. Yes, pants are another thing that mostly are optional, especially with me. You never know.
leave your Daisy Dukes at home.
You know, it's
Unless,
this or that.
unless you're a blonde like my wife.
All right, man. Well, I thank you so much. I appreciate you spending your afternoon with me. And like I said, I've got the link to your walkthrough posted. Hopefully, we can get some of that out, and we'll start talking Paracon. And I'm going to get as many people as I can to come to the Paracon. Zach from Alone in the Dark. I know maybe I can get them to come. Maybe I can get some of these other teams that I'm friends with, 27 Spirits, and all these guys around here that I've got to meet over the last couple years. Maybe try to get them all to come, whether they want to
Yeah.
be vendors or they just want to come and hang out.
I think very soon I'm going to start working on the flyer for it, with the expectations, and I'm trying to come up with maybe a small fee for the booth setups that'll be guaranteed.
Yes.
Guaranteed money, to come in to help us. So, I'm working on some stuff. I've already got a price sheet together for the raffle tickets. What it's going to cost for the tickets. You know me. I got my own DJ equipment, so I have my own microphone and all that stuff that we're going to set up for the con and things. And basically, the day is just to hang out, explore, see the building, the emissions, and tours of the building and stuff will be like one set fee. Might be a little more than what we anticipate for just the flashlight tours, but I want to try to cover both at once. So the admissions and the raffle tickets and the setup fees for the booths will all play a factor. We'll tally all the money up, figure out how much we raised for that day. And like I said, we're thinking right now we're going to start out with a lot of the funds will help with the Octagon, and certain percentage will go to help us find cure for cancer. So, so that's what we want to go with this. I've never done one personally. I've seen Adam do them, and witnessed everything he had to go through just to get it together. But I've never physically done one myself. So this is all brand new to me. So if there's any flaws or whatever, I want to apologize up front because I'm going to do the best I can.
Just fix them and go on with it. It's
You know,
and if
I'll learn
somebody
from
gets
them.
mad,
The first year will be the toughest. I'll learn from it, and next year get better, and then following year get
yes,
even better
that's
than that. And that's how I'm
that's
taking this is step at a time, and um, kind of want to get it out there because I know if I don't promote it and if I don't say I'm going to do it, it's not going to get done. So
yeah,
we need to push it. We need to, like I said, if people want to donate baskets, with equipment, go sending gear and stuff like that, we can raffle off dolls, paintings, anything in that nature. We can raffle them off and raffling tickets. Other locations, they want to reach out and maybe donate a free night to be raffled off. That'd be great too. Um,
yeah.
I'll get some masonry jars just like Adam did, and where we could put tickets in it, things like that. And May is our car show. July is the con. So trying to organize those big events, and then October will be the trunk or treat, which this year it's on Halloween.
Yeah, that'll be
So
cool.
also want to make mention. Speaking of Halloween, took the kids to the movies Friday. Haven't been in the movies in a long time. But the new Scream, that's what we watched.
Is it
And
good?
oh yeah,
All right,
oh yeah, it's really
all
good.
right.
So I want to give that word out. You guys ain't seen it yet? Go see it.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
So
All right, man. I'm gonna get off of here, and we're gonna get to work doing some stuff. I've got some ideas for the Paracon from my side. What I want to do, um, Donna. I'm looking at you.
yeah, Donna.
I've she probably already knows what I'm thinking, but I've got a couple ideas, um, and we can do stuff to help raise money as well. And we'll probably set up a table and vend. I'll probably do the podcast from there. We'll have at least a gift basket, maybe a couple. We'll 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 come strong to it. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna try to put a basket or so in there as well. And Donna, she's like I said, she's been working with me the past couple weeks. She's actually printing our team shirts now. Look,
Oh boy.
she's actually printing our team shirts as we speak. So now we're gonna get some done for the Octagon. Now I think with the Octagon shirts, I think I'm just gonna have her print a couple out just to keep at the Octagon House. And if people wants to buy them, we can give her the information and they can order it through her. Um, to be a little easier to save on expenses, because I can't afford to take out a boatload of money out of my pocket to buy a
Right,
bunch of shirts.
right.
Um, in that nature, you know what I mean? But um, I'm trying to focus on my team. We got a lot of new members that I just don't have anything for them. You know what I mean? And I feel we need to be a team. And to
Yep.
represent the team, we need shirts. We need whatever to be as one. And we've decided that once these shirts are printed, love Donna. She's awesome. Love her. But anyways, once these shirts are printed, we get these shirts. Every event at the Octagon, we'll be wearing them as a team. Everyone will wear them. And our investigations as well. So we show we're a team. Thank you, Donna. See,
She's awesome.
see, I
She
love her to
she
death.
keeps look. She keeps me dressed. I mean, the shirt
Yeah,
I
I
have
know.
on, my behind this Beyond the Spirit shirt she just made for me. She made a shirt for my podcast that I wore to Bel Air this weekend. Uh, I can't tell you how many Verona Ghost shirts I have.
I,
A
I
lot.
got I got to shout out to Donna real quick before we get off of here. Um, she redid Bobby's, my brother's, um, piece that we put on the sleeves. Um, and she did an extraordinary job. I mean, it's that means a lot. So I got a shout out to her about that. I appreciate that. I appreciate the effort she puts in and understanding what it means.
Yeah.
'Cause that's what it's about. It's not about just making me happy. It's about how it touches you.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So I appreciate it, Donna. You're awesome. Thanks so much for what you do, not only for me now, but for Nacho and them. I mean, it's amazing.
Yep. That's my big sis.
And I would drive all the way to her house to get them shirts if I have to. Screw the shipping.
I mean, you go to work out that direction, right? Not exactly to Brunswick, but you're always up in that area.
I'm in that area quite a bit for work, yes.
Yeah. I'm sure you guys can work something out.
The kids love a freaking long trip and an adventure. So I'll take much out of the vehicle and go. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
they love
All right, man. Well, it was great catching up with you.
Yep. I
And
can't wait to see you
and
guys. We miss you.
uh, we're super excited to be on the docket and can't wait to come out and thank you for the extra night, the extra time to hang out with you guys.
Hey,
Mark said he's in. He said we have to keep an eye out for the weather. Hopefully it doesn't rain, but it's not allowed to rain on our weekend, so we'll
well,
have
hey,
good weather when we come.
we can't control Mother Nature. She's gonna do what she wants.
Well, but she'll make sure we have good weather for the Octagon.
And if we
She's
have
on our side.
canopies and tents and all that up, I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, yeah. It rained. It rained the one time we were there, but it wasn't terrible.
No,
Little bit of rain, but the rooster, man,
I
the
know, right?
rooster next door.
Yeah, yeah, they're crazy, and they'll come over and greet you. It's funny. It's funny.
Oh shoot. Okay, brother, take care and let's do it again soon.
Oh yeah, for sure. All
All
right, brother.
right.
We'll talk to you.
Take care. Everyone, thank you so much for joining in and hanging out with us. We really had a good audience tonight. Lots of or this afternoon, lots of comments, lots of questions. That's what this is all about. And thank you for spending your Sunday with us as well. It means a lot to us, and we will keep in touch with all of you. We'll see you Tuesday night. I have Ashley from Penn Paranormal on as well. So stop back and join in then. All right, everybody, have a great afternoon and enjoy the rest of your